Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna show something I've noticed in several sales letters. That is how to make a lead. How to start a lead. And what I've noticed is that these three leads I'm gonna show you today, they start with a question. Then after they ask an intriguing question, they bribe the reader promising to answer that question, release that tension, or show something incredible. Then they guide the attention to an object. In this case, will be the catalyst or the mechanism. Let's see. Doctor reveals 4 long lost secrets of superhuman lifespans. Will you live past 100? Watch this. And the lead starts like this. Is there now a scientific recipe for a much longer lifespan? A new way to fight disease, restore youthful memory, and even slow down cellular aging, helping the lucky seniors who have used it slide back into middle age impossible? My name is Dr. Richard Dubke, and if you're an American, 50, 85 years old, I'm gonna show you something amazing right now. On this tiny rocky great island, stuck out in the sea, far from land, lives a community of seniors who appear to be cheating death, living well beyond what we call a normal life expectancy. To see them is almost like as if they never left middle age. And he talks about their brain works like someone many years younger, blah 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 blah. They also have the healthiest and most perishable sex lives of any older adults. This is what it do. So this brings hope. What's the writer doing here? Well, first he starts with a question. Is there now a solution to my problems? Hi, my name is blank. And if you're this person, I'm gonna show you something amazing right now. And they start with a story or a narrative. Oh, and this tiny rocky great island, stuck out in the sea, far from land, lives a community of seniors. Right? So first is a question. Then the writer flags the prospect. If you're this person, I'm gonna show you something amazing right now. And the writer starts telling a story, a narrative, and guides the attention from the question to an object. In this case, are the seniors in this island. Oh, so the prospect is a old man trying to uh, have better health, and these seniors could have a secret. So this is the object. This is the catalyst. You start with a question, intriguing question, then promise to uh, answer that question right here, and start telling a story. Guide the attention to an object. The object is your catalyst. It's the thing that is the situation, it's the opportunity that could change the reader's life situation. So, if you want to read this lead, But yeah, the lead almost ends like here. And a bit more, but yeah, this is what I want to show today. This is another example which I'm reading. How to tap into the legendary genius of Jim Ruts and use it to skyrocket your sales results. Now, in this funnel, the reader knows already who Jim Ruts is. So, this is a big claim. Now you can get blah blah blah. This is the hook. Dear friend, have you ever wondered how much higher performing, profit producing copy could you write if you were able to pick the brain of one of the greatest copywriters who ever lived? Not just a copywriter who is good or even a hallowed A-lister, but someone with a unique ability to produce industry shaking breakthroughs. The type of copywriter who comes around only once or twice in a decade. Well, on this page, I am gonna share with you a rare opportunity to do just that. And the copywriter I'm talking about is, of course, the late great Jim Ruts. You see, there's a pattern. The writer starts with a question, an intriguing question, something that makes the reader intrigued. Like, wow, how would that be? How is how would that be possible? Right? Have you ever wondered how much higher performing, profit producing copy could you write if you were able to pick the brain of one of the greatest copywriters who ever lived? That's an intriguing question. And after you do your intriguing question, you bribe them to read by promising you're gonna answer that question, or you're gonna relieve that tension, or you're gonna show something amazing, or a way to do that. You bribe the reader in based on of that question, that intriguing question for the reader. In this case, is I'm gonna share with you a rare opportunity to do just that. Then starts with a story, with a narrative, and guides the attention to an object of interest, an object, your catalyst. So you ask the question, you bribe them to read, and you show them something, and that is your catalyst, the opportunity of which the reader can change their situation. In this case, is Jim Ritz, the catalyst. The catalyst, the catalyst of the mechanism, it's gonna be presented in the offer. So he asked the question. On this page, I'm gonna share with you a rare opportunity to do just that. And the copywriter I'm talking about is, of course, the late great Jim Ritz. Jim Ruts was known as the guy you called when you needed a control that could pull record-breaking response. He could, with a flick of his pen, generate millions in revenue, hundreds of thousands of new customers, and quite literally build businesses on the back of a single promotion. He commanded fees up to 100,000 per package, plus hundreds of thousands more in royalties too. And if you count for inflation, that means Jim was raking in a cool 500,000 for writing a single sales letter. But even with those outrageous fees, he had all the best direct marketing companies of the day vying for slot on his calendar. Companies like Boardroom, Agora, and more. In other words, Jim was so good that his calendar was booked solid with the best, most prestigious clients of the day, even though he charged double, triple, and even quadruple the rates of other copywriters. Then, well, that's the start. That's the start, right? You ask a question, you write them to read, right? And you guide the attention to an object of interest that is the catalyst of your mechanism, your offer, your sales letter. This is another. Well, where um, this sales letter is from Health Science Institute. This sales letter is from this guy, Brian Cards, and well, TitansProducts.com. And this sales letter is from Agora Financial. More specifically, well, I don't know. It's from Agora Financial. And we start again. Headline: Fox News. This is a deeply troubling development. Biden signs order for 24/7 surveillance of all US citizens. Blah 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 blah. We're not caring about the headline. Let's look at the lead. Where were you on March 9, 2022, when President Biden signed the death warrant of American freedom? That's the intriguing question. On that day, in a hushed ceremony at the White House, without the approval or of Congress, the states of or the American people, Biden signed into law Executive Order number. Buried in this order are a few paragraphs titled Section 4. The language in Section 4 makes Order number the most treacherous act by a sitting president in the history of our republic, because Section 4 sets the stage for this, that, and that. They're coming for your money, and it's already started. This is the pattern. You see it? They start with a question and guide the attention from that question, from that intrigue, into something, into an object of interest. And you then bribe the reader to keep reading because you're going to solve that question or show something amazing of interest to the reader. So, in your narrative, what you do is you set a place, then you guide attention to an object and expand on the object and its implications for the reader. So, in a hushed ceremony at the White House, that's the place. You guide the Biden signed into law executive order. That's the object. And then you expand on the object and its implications for the reader. That's your claim or promise. What's the implication? Well, these are legal governance surveillance of all US citizens, total control of your bank accounts and purchases, and the ability to silence all dissenting voices for good. They're coming for your money. That's the implication. Then you keep your sales argument. Now let's look at this. Stuck out in the sea, far from land, on this tiny rocky Greek island. That's the place. Lives a community of seniors who appear to be cheating death and living well beyond what we call a normal life expectancy. That's the object of interest, the catalyst. And The implication for the reader of this object is there a priceless, life-giving secret on this island? And that's an open loop. You then show cred and keep your sales argument. You then show cred again. You then show cred. That's it for now. That's how I've noticed a pattern on how people, writers, copywriters, start their leads by